we're going to let it run for a little bit and everything to get people in before we get started. I don't want to start right away. All right, cool.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna test something out.
Yeah, what's that?
Before we get started.
What's that?
Hold on. Let me see what shows up on screen.
Playing games. When I'm running. Changing names. Stop. Playing games. When I'm running. Changing names. Stop. Playing games. Run exchanging names. Stop playing games. Run exchanging names. Stop playing games when I'm run exchanging names. That is there in chat when you know I'm the reason why. You got that girl in that got the million that I know I'm living up the man. Thanks for making it all right. Stop playing games when I'm running. Changing names. Stop playing games. Run exchanging names. Stop playing games. Run exchanging names. Stop playing games when I'm run exchanging names. You've been taking much too long, trying to find what's going on. Wasting all my precious time while you're making up your mind. You think you're really in the know, waiting for the sign to blow. I've been waving back, we flag, and you still ain't moving. Stop playing games when I'm running. Changing names. Stop playing games. Run exchanging names. Stop playing games. Run exchanging names.
Level 1. Rhythm.
Got your band, girl, I'm gonna make it last. I give it to you right, girl, whenever you want. So come on, girl, let me take you to another world. You're the one that I love, there ain't no other girl.
Cry for you, cry for you. This is what I can't deny. Die for you, cry for you. Please don't say goodbye. Die for you, cry for you. This is what I can't deny. Die for you, cry for you. Please don't say goodbye.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Never say goodbye, I'ma die with you. I hate it when you sigh, cause I cry with you. See, I never say goodbye, I'ma die with you. I hate it when you sigh, cause I cry with you.
Say it. Say it. BCB Dick 4.
Jerk.
I thought you were talking about yourself.
I'm
sorry. And we are live and in living color. How you doing? This is Torrance Hudson, also known as Hud Zero, and welcome to another episode of Gaming Treble. I hope you had an awesome week. We have a hot show ready for you, and of course, I can't do it without my awesome panel. Let's talk to my wonderful right, Mr. Johnny Alicia, the overachiever, the ladies' man, the one who actually is all about the collectibles. Shout yourself out, man.
What's going on, everybody? I hope all you players out there had an awesome weekend. So this is going to be an awesome topic we're going to be talking about. So let's get this show on the road.
And of course, my man to the bottom, but he's always on top, Mr. Man, the Neon Samurai, the Samoan brother from another mother, Tony San Miguel.
What's up, players? Who brought the marshmallows? Because I brought the fire.
Oh, yes. And you know how I like my s'mores. Hot, delicious, and ready to eat. Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yes. And, of course, we have an amazing topic today. This is actually going to be something fun and exciting. And, of course, I hope you guys have your thinking caps because we're going to talk about something weird. We're going to talk about something obscure. We're going to talk about games that are weird, but also really, really fun. And I tell you, there are a lot of amazing games out there that were super weird, super crazy, super fun. And trust me, when you play them, you're like, dang, this is weird. But damn, you just keep on playing. And you keep on playing. And you keep on playing. And then you tell your friends. And then your friends tell your friends. Then they tell their friends. And then so on. And then so on. Until it just becomes a cult classic. So, let's get started with some favorites of our own. So, Johnny, let's say it. I want to hear what weird, crazy games have you played in your lifetime, by the way, that you remember that actually holds dear to your heart, but was like so weird and obscure that, you know, probably no one probably heard of it.
Let's talk about a game called Killer is Dead. And you play as a higher assassin named Mundo. So first of all, you're going in the city, and you're going over this, you go in the city, and you're assassinating someone, and then later on, you go into like you take all these different missions, and it takes you to all these different places. Like you go into like a castle, and then later on you're fighting like monsters, and then like the next level, you're in the moon.
You're in a balloon, okay? And you see Bondo like wearing like an astronaut suit. Like, wait a minute, okay? I'm in the city, and then I'm over at a castle. It's on Earth. And now all of a sudden I'm in the moon, and then you find out like there's like weird stuff happening, and then you get to learn about Bondo's past, and then on top of that, there's some gigolo missions though, so you get to woo women today. Which is fun. And then when you do those missions, though, it benefits you because you get to power up, and then you get to build up your life bar as well. So it's a good thing because you want to like satisfy and pleasure these swift down these women that you're going to stage with. But the funny thing is that you have to you can like scan like you gotta look at them, you actually scan at them, but you have to be careful though. Because if you stare at a place that you're not supposed to be staring too long, you're gonna smack them though, and then fail the mission.
Yeah, sounds like one of my first dates.
And it's on the PS3, and I think it's backwards compatible though. But I'm very surprised that they haven't remastered this game. I'm surprised they haven't re-released this game on the PS4 or the Xbox One. So that's a game that they should really re-release though. But
weren't they? I'm sorry. Weren't they going to re-release that game? I think they were supposed to remaster that game, right? And then it fell through or something like that, or
yeah, there was some rumors though, and I remember like much later on. I think it was a year or two later, and then they released it on the PC. But I mean, there was rumors going on like they were going to release it, but we haven't heard anything yet. But I really think that this game should get a re-release though, because I know a lot of people did not play this game. I still have my limited edition in the closet. So it came with the was pretty cool. And then there's extra outfits for your assistants in the game that helps you out. So
Cool.
and then you have these little sunglasses that you wear. I don't want to reveal them, so you have to play the game yourself, and then you'll see what I'm talking about.
Nice.
So,
nice.
The game was great. The game was awesome. And again, there was sword fighting, and then they're using your guns. They're using different cannons and stuff, and then they're fighting all these like aliens. And then it's just like, and then there's also the part where you're on a motorcycle, and there's the part where you're in Japan. I don't want to spoil too much. All I'm gonna say is that you fight like first you fight human beings, and then later on you fight aliens, you fight demons and monsters, and you fight other swordsmen. It's nuts. Definitely is worth checking out.
Cool, man.
But it is a very good game. So
you know,
I'm glad that I caught Tony's attention. He wants to try this game out now.
cool. Listen, I mean, it's definitely worth the romp. But it's not not an easy game by any means necessary. I mean, it does get very challenging as time goes on, especially some of the boss fights. Some, not all of them. Some of the boss fights were pretty simple. But yeah, you get to go on I think there's a bike mission also too, and stuff like that. And, yeah. So it's definitely worth it, man. Any other games that comes to mind? Like a close second, or anything else that you might like?
Well, I was gonna say Seaman.
No.
On the Dreamcast.
Yes.
No, I know that before we started the streaming, you was mentioning about that because I was thinking maybe you wanted to bring it up, so I said, you know what, we could bring up Seaman.
Yeah, bring up Seaman. Yeah, absolutely. That's.
Seaman was actually like a weird game though, and I looked at this game. You guys can like step in if you want to, because I know Barnes tried it out. I don't know if Tony tried it out. So
I just didn't understand it, so I saw a couple three of them. Oh, what the hell is this? Back then, my taste was a little limited too. Man. I was really just playing nothing but fighting games. Sonic Adventure thing.
You guys might not see the image, but I put a little Seaman right there on the screen for all the viewers to see. the little Seaman creature. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. That'll give you nightmares for days.
I read in the game one of the pro tip guides that if you don't feed him for a few days, he starts showing his feces at you.
Yep.
Yeah, Seaman's a raunchy dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. He's a little. He has no patience.
He's an off-putting gentleman. I'll give him that.
Indeed.
He has a high temper.
Very, very high temper. And since he likes to talk to you, which is actually an amazing feature, especially after a microphone, he has the voice of the late Leonard Nimoy. Yes, and some of the antics, some of the things that he actually says to you is just completely like off the wall, and I'm like, OMG, you said what?
Even funnier now that I know it's Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, and even funnier, he'll literally pivot, he'll stop, and he'll stare at you. If you do nothing, right? If you do nothing for a while, don't say nothing, don't do nothing. He'll literally come up to the screen and he'll actually start bantering at you. He'll start saying some oddball stuff, and he has I think it's like thousands of dialogue that they actually had in the game, and
thousands. I remember one of my friends who used to work at EB Games at the time when he was telling me that his experience with Seaman. Seaman asked, if you're not going to believe me when I tell you this though, but Seaman asked him a question. He asked him, "What's your favorite part of the body?" Now, of course, you know what he was going to say.
No, of course.
Of course. What's the favorite of a part of the body that man likes?
Well, I mean, I don't want to be risque, but let's just say, it's some of the regional areas.
I go booze, but your part, not a woman, but your part.
Oh, well, yeah,
Exactly, what's your favorite part?
yes,
So,
yeah.
Now imagine Leonard Nimoy saying that. Here's his voice.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's hilarious.
And my friend said, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when he answered, when he gave his answer, he said to him, "Oh, no wonder why you like to play with joysticks."
Oh, dang, yeah. I didn't get that kind of response. I never got that kind of response, but that's ooh.
This is why he's totally
Pretty advanced for 2000.
That is. Listen,
That's really advanced.
this game
1999.
this game was way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. This is
yeah.
yeah. So, and yeah, I really wish they actually started utilizing that particular technology now. I mean, though actually they are like AI is actually starting to become a huge thing. Imagine, just imagine if they actually had C-Man, brought C-Man back, right? New voice actor, which is doesn't. I wish he didn't, but new voice actor and all that stuff. But utilizing the AI technology into this fish, and his dialogue will become not just thousands, but like millions of different responses. Dude, that's like for days. That's like entertainment for days on end.
Ew. Did you imagine Seaman done in Unreal Engine?
Okay, stop right there. That was that. Wow. It's wow.
Disgusting, dude.
Wow. Oh, bro. I'm just thinking about that right now, and I'm like, I'm blown away. I'm like, oh God, really? See the scales and see everything, the details and all that stuff, but then again, the backgrounds would be like amazing too. I mean, can you imagine that with like, yeah, it'll be like,
And what's crazy, but you wanna know what's crazy? I remember Seaman 2 was only released in Japan though, and they had so many extension packs. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it was extension packs or it was like extra dick of Seaman because Japan had a lot of exclusive stuff with Seaman. From what I read though,
mm-hmm.
because I saw some guy on YouTube. He was doing the history of Seaman, and he was mentioning that they had so many extension packs for this game. They had like they had like a I don't know how to phrase it though, but then it was like they had like different versions.
Oh, different versions, right. Well, different versions, yeah. Wow, that's crazy, man. See,
Yeah, but the second game was only in Japan, from what I heard.
isn't it sad though? A game like that had so much potential was only available in one region, and they couldn't, And I think maybe because it didn't really take off as well in Japan, or in U.S. or any other or the U.K. It's. And let me look at the numbers. I mean, that it must have been like the low amount, of copies. I think they only had limited print, wasn't it? Limited. It was like 100,000 copies or something like that. Something weird, low ball number that came out, and the peripheral was harder to come. Yeah, and that peripheral is hard to find now. You can't even. It's like you can go on eBay. And people are selling it for like hundreds of dollars because you can't really find it anymore. The little remote that you put on there, it goes to the same second slot of the VMU where the VMU is. That's wow. That's kind of crazy, man. I don't understand that. But anyway, but Seaman, amazing game. That's great picks by the way. So let's go to Tony. Tony, what weird and obscure games have you played in your lifetime that were like, wow, holy crap, this game is amazing, but so weird that it's like hard to tell your friends about? What do you got? What do you got in mind?
Again, this game came out when I had a very narrow type of game I played. I was just in the fighting.
Oh, okay.
Like you just take a break and play maybe puzzle. What is it? Puzzle Level 4. What's the move? That's what I played between Spencer Palette. But this game came out, and I remember seeing it in Xbox Magazine.
Okay.
And I was like, that looks interesting. But then that's all I saw. It was Psychonauts, as you can tell by my background.
Yes.
And, I picked it up a couple years ago again, and give it a try. Because it's amazing when I sleep on this when it first came out. Just the gameplay of it, the visuals, everything, mind blowing. Like it's what I picture what it would look like if you actually went to other people's dreams.
Cool, man. That's like.
There was a lot of relatable stuff in that game too, man. That catered to everyone's like, how to deal with insecurities and all that stuff, and when to approach that. But done in gameplay.
Right. And it's funny too. It's funny how the game actually literally has baggage, like emotional baggage, like literally the bags, and you have to find a tag. Yeah, you have to find a tag and then find a bag to match it together and everything to actually get it. That's yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. A lot of fun. There's so many different dynamics there.
Levitation. The gravity ball, the gravity parachute, the mind.
The game is beautiful.
And it's beautiful. Yes.
It looks like a Tim Burton movie. It looks like a Tim Burton movie.
Yeah. Tim Schafer. Tim Schafer and everything is actually the mastermind to this wonderful, fantastic universe. And the minds over there at Double Fine are like they're wizards. They are wizards when it comes to like weird, obscure games that actually are just completely left field. And Psychonauts pretty much takes the cake. It was like one of those games that kind of were hiding in the closet in a sense. And you know what's funny too? Here's a fun little fact. It was going to be an Xbox exclusive, and unfortunately, due to the fellows over at Microsoft didn't find it enough, of a game to really invest in. The game was almost not going to come out. Then, of course, the mind over at Majesco was like, "Hey, no problem. We'll license your game. We'll bring your game in." And that's it. And then it became multiplayer. So it came out for not just Xbox, but it came out for the PlayStation 2, I think it was. And then the rest of history. And the game actually became a cult classic in a sense.
You know what's cool about Tim Schafer? This guy's like
Oh yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh yes. Listen, the guy is awesome. And everyone who's met Tim Schafer and everything, just like he's just like comic gold. He's a cool freaking dude. And I would love to meet him in person. Hopefully one of these days, when I'm actually go to one of these events, I can be able to shake his hand and say, "Oh my God, I gotta talk to you," because he also was the one behind Brutal Legend as well. So Jack Black, and I think a huge gamer himself.
He's a king of weird games.
Yes. Jack Black and I think is a good friend of his, and he actually loves video games to death. And of course, I mean, he actually went to only a couple of projects. I think Brutal Legends was one, and of course, Psychonauts 2. So hey, yeah, Psychonauts 2, man. Oh, love it. And Jack Black actually did a original song for it, on his stage, by the way, too. So yeah, funky.
I want to play through the Legend.
Listen, okay. If you guys, I mean, that's an obscure game. But it's pure metal. If you like rock, if you like metal, hell, if you like a weird action slash what do you call it, tower defense game slash music, music. like literally metal music, if you like Ozzy Osbourne, if you like the Doors, if you like any of those songs, oh my god, you got to play this game. There's like over 50 to 100 songs, I think it is, in that game, and you could be able to unlock them as you're traveling. So, yes, definitely worth it.
Halford and David Bowie are
Yep, yep. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. So freaking awesome. Try it out, play it, love it, and hopefully they bring up Brutal Legends too. It's got to come to life. Okay. But
right after you play Psychonauts.
yes, after you play Psychonauts and everything, then immerse yourself in Brutal Legend, and then become a rock legend.
Yeah, Tim Schafer's man.
And yes, right.
Think about your ball. I highly doubt to see a Brutal Legends too. Otherwise, I think we would have gotten that already by now.
Well, I mean, believe it or not, Jack Black has mentioned it a couple of times and everything. Not like recently, but in about a couple of years ago, he did mention it. He was talking with Tim Schafer about coming reprising his role and everything as in Brutal Legend.
I play it.
Hell yes! Come on, man. Yes.
You should put Station D in there.
Oh, dude. If no, as a matter of fact, they do have Tenacious D in there. No. Tenacious D actually. Oh no, you mean like the actual characters of Tenacious D?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
You know what? That would meta. That would be meta. I like that. That's awesome. I like that idea. No, seriously. Oh my god, can you imagine that? Because they already have what do you call it? The metal is actually in there. That's Tenacious D did the metal, and also what do you call it? What's that? Master Exploder is actually in there as also. So they have like two songs, and I think there's one other songs in there. Tenacious D.
Like to mention Weird Day, Toe Jam and Earl.
Oh, there you go. Told you. That's a weird.
I love it. Another music incorporated game.
That's it. Yes, indeed.
Was the entire theme of the game.
That's right. Funkatron. You turned to Funkatron. That's another one. That's a sequel.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Funkatron was a side scroller, and then I remember they came out with Toe Jam Back to the Groove.
Yes, that's right. That's the third game. Yeah, it came out recently, right? Mm-hmm. And I am so glad that they actually are starting to kind of bring back like a lot of classic games, but weird games that are like out of this world, such as a game called Katamari Damacy, which is actually
one last week, a few days ago. Clay Fight.
Yeah, thank you, Clay. Yes. Oh, thank you. I love you. Yes, Clay Fighter. Oh God, listen. Interplay needs to remaster, or somebody's got to remaster that game. They actually made Clay Fighter 2, Judgment Clay, Clay Fighter. They actually did Clay Fighter Tournament Edition. Yes, that's right. From the Nintendo 64. Oh, yes, because it had super moves and the thing, and super combos and all that stuff in there. Yes, it was weird because the way the 3D was kind of the stages actually changed. You can actually knock them into like the next stage and all that stuff. And pretty wild. Yes, absolutely. And claytalities. Yep. And claytalities. Yep.
You guys see a common theme here? These games that everyone wants to bring back. They started off sort of obscure, didn't really have like a big opening, but people remembered them.
Mm-hmm.
And years later, they look back fondly and boom, here's a sequel. Boom, they keep making remasters.
Yes.
It's happened.
That's what I'm saying. They gotta bring back a new Play Fire. I mean, look at the fighting game. All these fighting games that are coming out. I don't Play Fire hasn't made a comeback.
No, they're all the same. Some people want to fight differently.
Yeah.
How much more different can you get than Clay Fight? Come on.
Yeah. I know it.
I feel like that, companies. Well, I can't really blame the devs. I blame the what do you call it, the publishers, I blame the publishers. The publishers are the ones who don't want to take the chance. The developers are the ones that are shouting loud and clear. Listen, your fans want this game to come back. But the publishers are like, listen, we're investing this money into your project, and we don't feel like we're gonna get it. We're not getting the investment of it, getting a return on it. We're not gonna get a good return on it.
You know what?
You know.
You guys see Grandma's Boy? Speaking of video games, Grandma's Boy. You ever see that movie?
Oh yes, I remember Grandma's Boy. Mm-hmm. And but that's the truth. But that is the truth. And people don't realize this, that listen, the developers are listening. They are. It's the corporations, it's the publishers. Those are the ones who have the control. If they don't have the money to publish on their own, and a lot of indies can't publish on their own, because remember, it takes money. It does take money to get your games published, and even getting your project seen, just to get your project seen on one of the sites, you are actually going to your game's not going to take off, and then you'll find out that you got like what 150 downloads, and you're expecting thousands, and you've been on the site for like what, months, and then and that's what the problem is. So yeah. So any other games that come to mind, or or is it my turn?
I have some games, but let me just what's on. Do you have any other?
No.
No.
Actually, you know what? No, you know what? I'll save it for later because I think it's coming up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I have some.
Because there's a couple on this list, and I'm like, all right.
Okay.
I'll play some of these.
All right.
Okay.
What you got?
Well, let's start with some old school games. So let's start off with Wayne's World on the NES.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely weird, yeah.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. I said to myself, okay, how are they going to do a video game based on a fantastic comedy film with Mike Myers, Sam Miller, and of course the lovely Tia Carrera? Like, how are you going to do a game of that?
Hey, listen. Listen, no, I agree. I agree 100%. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so what they did was, I want to talk about the NES version. The NES version, they have Garb. He has a gun, and he's shooting. And you're shooting at the instrument that's coming to life. And I'm saying to myself, shit, this wasn't in the movie. And then there's also a part where you're playing as Wayne, and he's doing like the hot kicks, and he's doing like you have to kick the records, and you have to kick the cats. I'm like,
I want an Austin Powers game though.
well, they had it off the box game, but it was a pinball game on the PS1, unfortunately. I was like, wow,
man,
you had an opportunity to do it. You could have done like a good spy Austin Powers game, and it would have been so hilarious, and it could have been like a good action 3D type platform. I decided to do it. But going back to Wayne's World, we will definitely get to Austin Powers. I mean, there's so many ideas I could think of making a good, funny Austin Powers game. I mean, if they can't do a movie of Austin Powers, they could definitely do a game. So, but anyway, back to Wayne's World. So yeah, you're finding these instruments, and you're finding like all these things that are coming to life, and I'm saying myself, what the hell does this have to do with the movie? And then come the Super Nintendo and Genesis version. So Garth is kidnapped. But what's funny about it is that Garth is with you between those things. He's like sitting right there next to you. So the object of the game is like, so you have Wayne, he's playing his guitar, he's shooting projectiles, and you're fighting against like donut monsters, you're fighting French fries, and instruments that come to life, and then you see Wayne's ex-girlfriend, like if she shoots a heart at you, you lose life. He's like, hi Wayne.
Oh my gosh.
You get hit. Yeah, exactly. And if you get hit, it takes life. was like weird and atrocious. I'm sorry, it was such atrocious game. And then it's like you're going into like a mini world, like you're jumping on tops, and then the next thing you're jumping on a pizza. You know, it's like you got stuck into like a like fast food store or something, and then next level you're at a record store, and then you got these records attacking you all over the place. And the hit detection that game was so bad.
Yeah, and also, I mean, when you think about it, in the game, they even give the extreme close-ups and everything in the beginning of the game as well as you go through it. It's actually pretty well, and they actually have a whole spiel, and it's with the whole segment, and they're in the basement, stuff like that. So, and having a guitar as a freaking weapon is ridiculous. It's like it's so weird. It's so, but it's so.
You should projectile with the guitar. I mean, it's a nice concept, but it's just so weird. It's like next thing you're fighting muffins and donuts, and I'm like, what is this?
And, well, I mean, think about it. When you go to the puck or the hockey puck, what's it called again? What was that place called again? It's called the rink. Was it called the rink or something like that? Yeah, something like that. It was a weird place. The place that they actually go to get their donut high or whatever. Donuts. But yeah, I mean, the movie concept was like weirdly into the game. It's just so weird, funky. I like funky weird stuff, man. I love it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was just weird because, like I said, you watch Waynesboro and you're thinking, okay, they came out with the game, how they're gonna do this, and then they come up with these weird concepts, and I'm like, okay.
so I mean, to be honest with you, I still think that movie games still have its place.
They do.
But the way that they actually do the weird, funky movie games back then, they'll do anything to try to get a cash grab. It's like, oh well, we could reach the younger folks with these games, by just like for instance, who would have thought you make a game called Home Alone? That's another weird one. And you're playing that game, and you're, not only are you, trying to get the robbers, obviously, get the thieves. You're collecting stuff as you're going, and in Home Alone 2, I think it was Home Alone 2 that this was the one they actually,
Almost feels more like a side scroller game.
yeah.
I remember, Home Alone for the NES, I'm sorry, NES, SNES, and Genesis, it was a little different from each other.
Mm-hmm. So those are really funky. And anything else?
Yeah, Home Improvement on the SNES. What a weird game that was. Now, the concept was him has to go find his tools, and he has to go on different sets, and then going on these different sets, you're fighting dinosaurs. Your staple gun. And you get like power up.
The absurdity of it all.
Dude, you can if you go on YouTube, just type in like Home Improvement ball play or something, and you're gonna be like, what the hell is this? What does this have to do with Home Improvement? And
You played games that I wish I got to try.
I mean, there's ways to try them. I mean, it's not too late, but I mean, you just say to yourself, I gotta look at these games up and see if it's worth my time. And then you just look it up, and then you're like, I'm not gonna play it. Maybe I'll try it. Yeah, but what a weird concept. The concept of this game is to go through all these different sets, and you're fighting like dinosaurs, robots, aliens, monsters, bugs, and all of this is that he's just trying to get all his tools back. That's the whole concept of the game.
Taylor on an acid trip? I mean, I'm looking at the screen.
Yeah, this is pretty much what it is.
Nuts. This is nuts. Yeah, that is the little Velociraptor staple gun.
Ay.
Yeah, this is nutty. Yo, here's a flamethrower.
Yeah, he has a flamethrower. Yeah.
Just that is the most funkiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, you power up on a staple gun, you get a flamethrower. And then you get a lightning gun later.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, don't mess the tweets tools, man, or he'll get video on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you touch his tools, man.
Absolutely. Hold on a second. I actually have. I'm pulling up some gameplay for the crowd so they can see it for themselves and see see how they the home improvement. So they can see the gameplay.
The classic show. I still watch the Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah. That's why you run the game.
No, actually, when I was in my teens, when I saw the home improvement game, I said, okay. And they cut there's a home improvement game. What do you have to do with this game? That's odd. And then I read it on the Game Pro magazine. I'm like, oh, this, you're finding dinosaurs, you're finding robots, and bugs. I'm like,
I think they had some spare assets they didn't want to just waste, so they put it in this game.
yeah.
This
That's the idea. They say, oh, we have the whole improvement on trademark. What should we do with it? Let's change the toolman tailor on some monsters and some dinosaurs.
I find it very obscure that how they actually come up with these concepts. It's like, I mean, what do? Do they actually go to the producers and say, "Hey, we got a concept for a video game that we want to actually create for your show"? And what do the producers actually say? Do they say, "Oh yeah, sure, that sounds like a great idea. We could be able to get a whole new crowd of viewers for our show if we actually create a game based off of a television show that has nothing to do with what's going on in the game at all." And then when they actually you get the young kids to watch and play the game, say, "Oh, the show's gonna be like this," and they watch the show and they find out it's nothing like the game.
Nothing like it.
Like it at all.
What's a crazy game idea? 90210 on the fighting game.
Oh, Jesus. Are you kidding me? Having Luke Perry going against freaking Shannon Doherty on the come on, man. Oh yeah, she was hot. Yeah, yeah, what?
Beat up everybody else.
Yeah, the late Shannon Doherty, the late Shannon Doherty, she did pass away. That's right, so yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think that's actually a good idea because there's a lot of kids and guys around our age during that time. They would love to beat the hell out of Luke Perry.
Oh yeah, well, okay. I would say most of the teen men actually wanted to kick Luke Perry's ass because all the girls were kind of falling for.
They were playing.
Wow.
This man, all the girls like him.
Listen, listen. I watch freaking Baywatch. Okay, forget that, man. I watch Baywatch all night. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I said, save me, please. I will go out to shore and everything and pretend to drown. Mouth to mouth, please. And so.
Baywatch third-person shooter.
What's that? What's game?
Another crazy game idea. Baywatch.
Oh, third-person shooter?
On the vein of the way you think they take the license to go in a completely different situation.
What are you gonna do? Throw buoys and the buoys at freaking people? I think gonna chase sharks. Oh, jeez. Can you imagine that? Oh my God. But then again, David Hasselhoff would just sell the game. Put David Hasselhoff anywhere, and it will sell. It would just sell just on that merit. Just give him just David Hasselhoff. Just put it on there. Absolutely. Put it on the front cover. Sell millions. Yeah, that's a winner.
21 Jump Street game.
Ooh.
Think about it.
No,
And
no.
You can pick between, you can pick either Pierce Lucy's character, Johnny Depp's character.
Oh yes, yes.
What's her name's character? And then what you do in the game is that but of course you play as undercover cops. Then you have to find out like the mysteries, like who shot this kid, or or who did this bad thing to this girl, which I'm not gonna say. You know what I mean? Like you have to find out clues, and then on top of that, there'll be like an action type game where you find like criminals, and say like this, you have to bust a drug bust seat, and then so you have it done, and you have to take out the criminals and get to the boss, and after you take him out, you arrest him, and then you go to your boss, and then he tell you nice done, nice work, guys, and then you go on. Think about that.
Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, not the modern movie versions. We're talking about the classic. We're talking about the classic 21 drama one, not the comedy one. The drama version of 21 Jump Street, and definitely not 22 Jump Street, which doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know.
I think 21 Jump Street influenced Streets of Rage.
Yeah, you're right. You may be onto something.
Think about the theme music.
Especially the music.
Yes, I believe so. This is one.
Like the opening scene, the opening, the intro. That was like 21 Jump Street.
Yes, I would love to ask. If there's one thing, if I ever meet on people to share, which I hope I do someday, I would ask them: was there any influences from the TV show 21 Jump Street help you create the music for Streets of Rage? That's what I would love to ask that question.
Yeah.
I would ask them that question.
I would be shocked if they said, actually, no, I wouldn't be shocked. I would be like, oh, I'm impressed. I'll be impressed if he actually took some influences from 21 Jump Street and added and made that Streets of Rage concept, the music and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure. I'm very sure because then again, a lot of game creators actually do take influences from a lot of shows and movies and stuff like that, which is pretty wild. So
there's Journey songs in Mega.
Yes, there is.
There's a Phil Collins song in Double Dragon 2 right at the beginning.
My gosh.
Yeah, there's probably definitely a crossover there.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm glad you guys like the idea of a 21 Jump Street game. I think that's
right.
I play it. Yeah, and like I said, you can play as either of the three characters. Either Pierce Lucy's character, Johnny Depp's character, and I forgot the actual thing, so my apologies. But you know what I'm talking about.
And just to get more players for fun, just put in the Jack Sparrow skin for Johnny Depp's character.
Yeah, Dorian,
throw it out there.
Yeah, Dorian. Hey, shout out to Dorian. How you doing? Now he actually mentioned about Newgrounds. Newgrounds, that website that actually had all those funky, weird, what do you call it? Those weird flash games that they actually put on the website. It was amazing.
Right, I remember all those flash games. I played them. I got really sad when the internet stopped using flash. I couldn't play on that site anymore.
Yes. Believe it or not, there was a game that came out that actually came from Newgrounds. Believe it or not, it was Alien Hominid. It was actually one of the Alien Hominid. Alien Hominid and everything was originally a flash game, and then they actually made it a full-fledged indie game, and it came out for the Xbox 360 as a title for the Xbox Live Arcade. So
I missed that Xbox Live Arcade.
Xbox Live Arcade was
great.
It was amazing.
Original,
Okay.
I was playing Coding Clyde.
Can I just dive into nostalgia just for a minute?
Yeah.
I have to. There are many amazing games actually did come from Xbox Live Arcade. Many weird, funky games, not just arcade games, but weird, funky games came out for Xbox Live Arcade, and I'm surprised that people just didn't catch up on it. I mean, you finally got games like the Jewel 2 and all that stuff. I'm definitely into those games, but there's other games that came out there, that came they came they came out for it. And it's sad that it just once the 360 just went away, so did Xbox Live Arcade. So goes the dodo, and yeah, it's just it's why it doesn't make any sense. A lot of indie studios, yeah, a lot of indie studios actually got their start from Xbox Live Arcade and became fully fledged art games that you're playing now, which doesn't make any sense. It's just sad. Skullgirls, I mean, for goodness sake, Skullgirls started off as a weird, funky indie fighting game, and all of a sudden it just blew up into this amazing fighter that came out of nowhere, left field, that actually had new DLC that actually happened recently. I mean, not fairly recent, but fairly recently. For new characters, and also they actually upgraded the graphics and all that stuff, and it's still an amazing fighter. Come on, man. I don't know. It just people they still you know what they think. Yes, they did. They did.
If people enjoyed that, they're paying for it. They just threw all that.
This is before Game Pass. This is all before Game Pass.
They can't play them anymore.
This is before. Yeah, and you know what's funny? This is all before Game Pass. This is all before Game Pass didn't exist back then. You bought your games. There was no rentals. You bought your freaking games, right? And all of a sudden, people just forgot that fact that a lot of these games, a lot of these obscure games, came from people bought them and they showed them, they played them, and they shared them, right? And then it blew up. It wasn't like just all of a sudden. They didn't throw like thousands of advertisements all over the place to play these games like those big AAA games. These are games that people discovered. These are discovery games, which is the reason why a lot of these weird, funky games are discovery games. Games like, well, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, I mean, pretty much Michael Jackson. It's weird, it's obscure, it's definitely weird. But it's fun and it's Michael Jackson, for God's sake. I mean, fucking, it's
pretty much based off the movie.
yeah, exactly.
Awesome games on
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, Sega. As a matter of fact, Michael Jackson was very good friends with the guys at Sega, which is the reason why you saw him in a lot of games, such as Space Channel 5, another weird, funky, rhythm-like game. Yeah, it's a rhythm-like game with Ooh La La, played by Apollo Smile, which I really. She still looks good for her age. Oh my gosh. She really does. She's like in her like 40s or 50s, 50s. I think she's in somewhere there, but she still looks good, and she's still dancing and all that stuff, man. I think she does has her own aerobics company or something like that. But she used to do anime theater and everything on Silent Sci-Fi, wasn't it not? It was like
I believe so.
yeah,
What was her name again?
Apollo Smile.
How do you spell that?
Apollo and then Smile. Space.
Or just type in Space Channel 5 on Access. You'll find her name.
Got it.
There you go. Yeah, and also I would like to mention Michael Jackson helped produce Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Yes, he did. For I think it was I think the entire soundtrack, wasn't it?
Well, I think it was the entire soundtrack because that's one of the reasons why that they haven't been re-releasing Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But look what happened with the Sonic Origins game.
Oh, that's
changed the music.
oh yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, man. Holy crap.
There are ways that you can be able to play Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with the original soundtrack. Yeah, it's out there. They got a list of compilation games to play if you want to play the original soundtrack on the Hedgehog 3. But unfortunately, the Sonic Origins that came out, they changed the music, which which sucks.
It's bogus, man. You know what? That's another thing. That's another reason why a lot of these games can't get re-released because number one, the music in the game are licensed and they're only available for that particular game. And also, there's another reason why, like, you won't see Michael Jackson's Moonwalker re-released at all. Number one, because it's actually owned by the parents of the company and stuff like that, and all the licenses thereof belong to them. So they are very tight with their releases on anything at all that's Michael Jackson. You know, that includes albums, music, everything, anything. Even the Moonwalker movie, you will not see that re-release unless they loosen their grip and say, okay, well we'll license this out to re-release the put it on Blu. Yeah, when is it ever going to be on Blu-ray?
I will definitely buy it. It was released on Blu-ray.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, personally, I'll be the first in line. As a matter of fact, a lot of movies got re-released on Blu-ray. I mean, I can mention a few. Like Once Bitten, it was hard to find. I think one of Jim Carrey's earlier movies. Yep, that was that was re-released. What was another one got re-released? I think Crow got re-released. Great movie by the way. Great sci-fi movie.
I have the original DVD.
Yep.
But you know what? What's crazy? I remember somebody saying that the Crow deserves a good game. They should do. People were saying that they should do a Crow game. Make it sort of like Batman or like Arkham City. It should be like Batman Arkham City, and they should and they could take like concepts of from the original movie and from the series that was with the character Eric Draven was played by Mark Dacascos. As a matter of fact, if they do it, Mark Dacascos could actually do the voiceover of Eric Draven, since unfortunately Brandon Lee is no longer with us.
That's
I could definitely see a pro game. I mean, the only pro game we got was the Pro City of A with PS1 and Saturn. That game was trash. That was such a bad game.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's just it's really
There's so many ideas in our heads though. Like you see all these great IPs, and they haven't gotten their good games that they truly deserve.
Like Superman.
Okay. Stop right there. Don't mention that game.
Well, hold on. There's a couple of Superman games though. I mean, not the ones that we have now, but there was a good Superman game that came out on the PlayStation 2, which was based off the animated series. That was actually pretty decent. And then there was Superman the arcade game.
Oh, Superman the arcade game. Thank you. I will put my money behind that. If they can re-release that game for consoles and everything as an arcade classic, I would buy it. I would buy it. Absolutely. Yeah.
And the Superman franchise to the people that did Dragon Ball games like Xenoverse, Sparks and Zero. They'll factor in power easily.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a good point.
They would do a great job with Superman's powers.
That is a very good point.
I feel like you're doing the things the Dragon Ball characters done, which is just Japanese Superman anyway.
Right, yeah, no, true. I mean, like I said, there was a decent Superman game that was based off the anime series that came out. I forgot the name of it, but it came out on PlayStation 2. You can look it up.
They had a fighting game, not fighting, it was a beat 'em up on the Super Nintendo. I never got to play it, but I saw it. That's pretty obscure and weird. It was The Death and Life of Superman. It was that art.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, man. You're bringing back memories. That was very, very good because my brother was the one. My brother was the one that actually bought that game. Got that game bought for the home console and for Genesis. For Genesis, actually, the Genesis version I played. It was a side-scrolling beat 'em up. You get to play as all of the. Actually, only you get to play as only all the Supermans. Right.
He covered a very long story arc. It came out at the right time too, because that was still going on in the comics.
It was a perfect tie-in.
Perfect timing.
It was a perfect tie-in. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's why we had like games like Spider-Man and Venom, Maximum Carnage.
Yeah. And the Super Nintendo Batman too. It had the movie soundtrack. The Michael Keaton movie soundtrack was on Batman Returns. That was nuts.
Yes, Batman Returns. Yeah. Wow. I know we digressed from the weird and obscure, but trust me, a lot of these things are relevant, especially when it comes to games that have these weird, funky controls to them, and also their attempts to bring these games out there. For instance, Fester's Quest, another one that that was based off of Adam's Family. That came up for the NES. There you go. That's a top-down shooter type dungeon crawler type weird game that I used to play a long, long time ago, and even had the nice little Adams Family ode in the beginning. That had a little rhythm to it. Yeah. But listen, worth it. Play the game. If you haven't played it, if you know. Trust me, it's actually hard to find now because if you go on eBay, I believe it is going for a little over. Fester's Quest, yeah. I think it's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it's up there. I think it's up there in price right now. Thank you, scalpers. Thank you, those wonderful collectors. You want to put a little thing on there to appraise the old classic games. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Yeah. So anyway, moving along. There's a couple other games. We can kind of slide in there too. For instance, Mr. Mosquito. This game, I actually played this game.
I never played it, but I've seen it.
Yo, listen. Yeah, you can be a little naughty. It's a little on the naughty side too. I mean, Mr. Mosquito was like one of those weird indie type games that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. 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 Yeah. So yeah, you can sting in certain areas in the game. But it's a fun game, and also your job is to actually get as much blood as possible without getting swatted. Pretty much. That's pretty much what the game is all about. That's the concept of Mr. Mosquito. Get as much blood as you possibly can, and you fill yourself up in that thing, you pass the stage. And you get like all these different humans that you actually get to sting. And all of them have different sensibilities. So they can see you and all that stuff, and they can try to swat you, and you actually are trying to be careful while as your meter goes up and as you're trying to suck the blood. It's pretty wild. Let me see if we can try it. I'm trying to pull up some video. I was trying to pull up video before, but it's it's one of those games that you have to try. I mean, you can find that game. Trust me, it's worth it. It's worth the time. Mr. Mosquito. Let me see if I can actually try to get that one. What the heck? Let me see. Mr. Mosquito. What's another game that actually we could talk about? Here's a recent one, and I think they made a lot of sequels to it. Has anybody played Goat Simulator?
Yeah.
I've seen clips. I never played it, but I've seen clips of the game, and I'm like,
That's what I was going to bring up. Yes.
Goat Simulator is the most fun, obscure, just wild, physics-based game that I've ever played in my entire life. And you are a goat who just go on a rampage, destroying everything in its path. I mean, literally everything in its path. And this is a power goat. Talk about goat. you are the GOAT. You know, because you are smashing cars, you are smashing people, you are jumping in these weird, obscure locations. Houses? Holy cow, man! It's so freaking awesome.
It's crazy, bro. You gotta try it at least once. It's fun.
Yes,
It's ridiculous.
and they have goats simulator freaking DLC like war goats, which is another one.
People love it.
Oh my gosh. And they got Ghost Simulator 2, so Ghost Simulator 3, Ghost Simulator like the side quests. It's just a 2-player simultaneous Ghost Simulator, so you can have like twice the chaos. It's just pretty wild. It's oh yeah. Let me talk about pure unadulterated fun. Unadulterated fun. And trust me, I am telling you right now, it's worth your time. It is definitely worth your time. You guys have to try it out. The videos are just wild and crazy, and trust me when I say that is it worth your time? Yes, yes it is.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I stumbled upon it at like 2 in the morning. I was just like, John, what am I gonna do? Oh, Drone Simulator. Let's try it. They should have for an hour.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. What's another game? The game called I Am Bread.
That's on my radar. That's on my radar.
Okay, you can choose what type of you upgrade. You can actually upgrade what kind of bread you actually are. You start off as a piece of white bread, obviously. You know, and your goal is to try to get toasted. That's pretty much your goal. You are going to be you are the bread who is going to get to the toast. You want to get to the toasted. You want to get tan, man. And obviously you're going to get there in the best way you possibly can. You know, the obstacles are you got sink so you don't get soaked. You get knocked over and stuff like that, and fall on the floor or none of that. Your goal is to get to the sink, get to the toaster. That's what you want. The toaster is your goal. That's what you want. You want to get toasted. My gosh, what a concept!
You're making me hungry, dude.
Dude, I mean, it's about bread. Who? Listen. I am down. I am down for some rye bread, toasted nicely with a little bit of light butter on there. Mix it with my egg whites. Listen, give it to me. Give me that Give me that all day. Give me that all day. If you give me that, oh, Texas toast, man, Texas toast. Woo! Yeah, man. Holy cow. Texas toast is that thick bread. It's like this. It's like thick bread, like a nice sliver like this. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what they do to it, but it tastes good. It doesn't taste like regular toast.
No, it doesn't. It's like I don't know what it is. It's my gosh. I don't know what they do with it.
Unique taste to it. It's like, oh man.
Very unique. It's almost like a little sweet. It's almost like a sweet bread, but it's not sweet bread. It's almost like a it's not potato bread. Potato bread has a distinct taste to it too. But I'm sorry, folks. I know we're talking about heading to food, but you know what? Oh, I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm going there because we're talking about bread. I want to go there. It has a very. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was going to mention the game, a weird game, and mention with food, but go ahead.
Oh, I think I know where you're going there. But, yeah. Oh yeah, we'll go there. We'll go there. But yeah, about the bread. But anyway, like I said, Texas toast. It has a very distinct taste to it, but it's so good. It's crispy, but also soft. So it's like you have the crunchy outside and everything, but it's very soft. You can dip it inside with sauce and everything. It tastes the sauce better or something like that. It's just so perfect. So it's a great. Great with pasta. Great with pasta. Great with all the different types. If you have nice chicken parmesan with a little bit of garlic toast, with a little bit of Texas toast on there, forget it. So that right there is my meal. Right, that's my carbs for the day. That's my carbs for the week. Holy cow! But yes, absolutely worth it. But anyway, like you talking about the food, yes. What do you got?
Garlic powder, oregano.
Mmm. That's why. Oh.
It's so similar to garlic bread because it's strong as garlic. I can eat that by itself. It would be a whole lot.
I'm gonna be like Ramona. I'm gonna be like Ramona. I'm gonna be like Ramona from what you call yeah. He's okay. Go ahead. What you got? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, that is a nice, obscure, fun game. Definitely multiplayer. Definitely multiplayer. Wild and chaotic. Very so good. So good. Yes. The stages are crazy though. When you get to the later stages and everything, when you're dealing with the conveyor belts and all that stuff, and you're trying to get it to the customers, and you're running around, yeah. Oh my god! And each food has a different, distinct way to cook it, and you can overcook it too because you have to get to. Oh my god! Yes, so much fun, man. Oh yes. Mm. Woo! Yes. Burger time is my joint. Very fast. Yep. The John Green Giant. Yes. Ladies, you can play the game right now on Antstream. Antstream is available right now. You can actually either play. You can play for it by month, or you can actually get the lifetime pass and you can play forever. I have a lifetime pass myself. No, no. 3 shakes. 3 shakes. That's it.
It's totally designed to eat your quarter. It's totally designed. You're so cheap.
Get a certain score though. Get a certain score though. A salt shaker will appear in the middle of the screen, but it disappears very, very quickly. So yeah. So wild, so crazy, so fun. Absolutely. And there's another one. That's actually weird and obscure that came out in the arcades as well. Food Fight. That was actually made by Atari. great, fun game that's amazing, and it actually uses a directional pad to actually use that twist pad, I think it was, to change the direction of your aim and stuff. So damn cool. So it's hard. The game is hard. Really, food fight? Play that game and try to get a high score, man. If you get past stage 3 or 4, you know what? I want to know your skill level because it's really hard. It's hard. It's like you need like instinctual reflexes in that game. Really awesome. So, but still fun. Quarter muncher by the highest standard. Yes, absolutely. That's food fight. Yeah. Definitely quarter muncher to a high standard. Absolutely. Let's see. Here's another one. Here's another one that people actually already know about. And if you have the PlayStation, if you play it on the PlayStation, I'm pretty sure you play it on PlayStation 2. Ape Escape. Ape Escape. That game is so weird, but so fun. Capturing apes by using a special electrolyte net. And you're basically your goal is to go after a mastermind who actually uses his mind control to create these apes, to collect these apes that have these mind control that causes chaos. And your goal is to capture them all. And it gets harder as time goes on because all of them have these weird, weird, obscure areas that you have to find them. And when you capture them, and he's running away, and they're throwing things at you and all that stuff, but you can easily get hurt. And they have weird boss fights as well. Fun, awesome. Try it out. You'll love it. And that's
PlayStation has a lot of great obscure weird.
okay. PlayStation. Okay, PlayStation back then. PlayStation 1, I would say was the that's Super Meat Boy. That's right. Dorian was mentioning Super Meat Boy. That's another weird one. Yeah, hard. It's hard but fun game. So it's a platformer slash puzzle. It's not puzzle, but it's more like a platformer type of game. Get there without being unscathed. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Let's see. What was I talking about again? Oh yes, that's right. I said PlayStation. PlayStation actually has the largest library of the most obscure, weird games, and believe it or not, for all for the better, because a lot of the games that were on PlayStation, believe it or not, some of them became huge franchises in the future. Now, Siphon Filter, I actually wish that game would actually get a modernized version of that. They actually made a site. They made a site. Yeah, well, probably remember. Yes, absolutely. Oh, listen, kick, punch. It's all in the mind. Oh, love it. Oh. Oh, Croc. Yeah, Croc. Yep. It also gave.
There was another game that was created from the people who did Bravo Drive. What was it called? That chick with the guitar.
Oh, I'm General Lama. Yes. That was the one. That was funky too. What an amazing game. That was fun. That was like a not a sequel, but more like a spin-off. Yeah, spin-off. Yeah. Still fun. No, that's right. I think, believe it or not, you actually meet up with Pat Rapper in one of the later stages in the same universe. Exactly. And you get to meet the Onion, the Onion Master, the Karate Master. Also. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I'm going. Listen. After this podcast, I'm actually going to go to the classic games that I want to start playing them again, because these games are so awesome and fun, guys. Speaking of fun and exciting, hit that like and subscribe button. Holy cow! listen, we are almost there to 100 subscribers. We are just like right there at the cusp. Listen, we just need 7 more. 7 more of you guys. 7 more of you lucky guys. Yes. Yes, a free giveaway. It's gonna happen, and trust me, it's gonna be fun. And I tell you what, we don't even tease anything. If we are like right there, almost there, and we will actually tease and let you know exactly what it is. But until then, you guys gotta keep on coming in here, liking, subscribing, tell your friends. Also share the video. Share the video with all your friends. Go to any websites that you can. We want to try to become more widespread. We are different. We are a very different podcast. We are all about fun, new, exciting things, dealing with everything gaming, but we are trying to branch it out to every little concept that's actually gaming as well, which is actually what we want. And we want your interactions too. So feel free to drop a line. Come to us, share your ideas, share your fun, share your experiences. We are all about the gaming here. Become the players that you want to be. We're building our player base by becoming one with the gaming. But back to what we were talking about. Let's go. Yeah, oh my God, we got. There's a lot of weird games. You know what? Let's throw the elephant into the room. Let's talk about games that should have never. Well, I can't say never been made, but games that actually have been made that are weird and obscure, but did not really catch on. But it catched on because it was just so bad, but it was just so good.
Maybe it's because of the nostalgia of any chance.
It could be. It could be. It had, it's because, the full motion video market was so weird.
Oh, yeah.
Was so weird back then. 3DO, Sega CD, I believe, yes. Oh gosh. Night Trap was, okay, that right there was a very weird and obscure game. It actually had the female who played in Different Strokes. She played in Different Strokes. I forgot the actress's name. Yeah.
The lady out there from Different Strokes.
Yes. She actually lent her acting skills, if you call it acting. It was just B acting all the way. The whole entire game was B acting all throughout the whole entire game. But it was weird because you played as a operator who actually is the one who's supposed to be cracking codes to actually trap these night creatures who are like almost like vampires in a sense. And you are to reverse the codes and take over and save the girls, to save the girls, the sleepover girls, right, from being devoured, so to speak. So and then I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil the game. You have to play it for yourself. I believe Limited Run actually does have copies available as physical, but you can play the game if you actually had the Genesis Mini. So if you have the Genesis Mini game console, the Mini 2, you could be able to play Night Trap in all its glory, uncensored, by the way, because they did for the 32X it was censored. They censored it, which was which was sad. The 32X was clearer. They had the clearer FMV, but they actually kind of censored the game a little bit, which is weird. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it wasn't really that bad. I mean, the gore was like crazy, none of that head popping, dismemberment stuff. No, it was just little blood spurts here and there. I mean, and
those creatures, they're all dressed in black too as well.
Yeah. I don't know what the deal was. I mean, I was kind of shocked.
With the augers.
Yeah, the augers. Yes, that's what. Yes, and of course the weird parents, the daughter and the father and the mother. They actually had their they had their little basement that actually had these dwellers. They it would and it's oh man, it's a weird funky game, and you know what? I'm all for it. That game actually did get a cult following, by the way. And I want more. I do. I want more. Come on, I mean, FMV games that came out, like for instance, another weird one, The Adventures of Willie Beamish. I mean, that was another game that came out for a lot. Yeah, that's a classic. That's an Amiga classic game. And then they re-released it for the Sega CD. Oh yeah. Let me tell you something. This game, it was very
Dragon Flare type.
Oh boy.
Dragon Flare space age type.
Let's just say I want to get sent to the nurse again. Yeah, buddy. My gosh. Oh wow. They really went they went left field on that one. Oh, way left field. Woo!
All three of us are into martial arts. There was one FMV game that really caught my attention. It was called Supreme Warrior.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes. Yes.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, but there was some actors that I recognized that was in that movie, like that one Asian woman. She was in the Joy Love Club, and she was the one who played Yoshi's mother in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh, that's right. Oh snap! I didn't even think about that. I just watched Ninja Turtles 3 recently too.
He was in that game as well. And Tony can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he's looking to see the other actors, but wasn't Dustin Martinez, who was in 21 Jump Street, wasn't he in that game as well?
Looking. It's not giving me a cast list.
There should be a cast. They should definitely have a cast list.
I'll find it somewhere. I'm looking right now.
But
1994. Wow.
Listen, a lot of FMA games. Yes.
Supreme Warrior.
Ron and Roger Ron. Yeah, we know those guys. Richard Norton, I've seen him in a lot of Jackie Chan.
Yeah, Richard Norton. The late, he just passed away this year too.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that was her name. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Who are you looking for?
Dustin Nigerian. He was in 21 Jump Street. He was the Asian cop.
Oh, Dustin Gwynn. I know who you're talking about. No, he's not in this. He's not credited. Yeah, he's not credited.
Okay,
Dustin Gwynn.
Yeah, I thought he was in that game, but I guess not. I think it's somebody else. But Richard Norton, oh yeah, rest in peace to him.
Now, I mean, if you, well, it originally came out for the PC. There's one game that came out originally for the PC. And then they originally brought the game back, to consoles. Finally, Undertale. That came out in 2015. That gained a huge cult following, not only for the obscurity to the game, and it was very obscure. It was an RPG slash just weird dodgy type of game. It was like the mini games are actually yeah.
Well, how did I miss this?
Yeah. Undertale had an amazing it had an amazing MIDI soundtrack that everyone actually still to this day actually has on their playlist. And it's so catchy and it's just so fun and so weird. But the thing is, the storyline is like way out there. And trust me, everything is not what it seems. Who you think is your friend is not really your friend, and whoever you think is not your friend is actually trying to help you. So these are things that you need to figure out on your own. And it's something that yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's on Game Pass, and my suggestion is play it and see for yourself. Trust me, there are going to be some things that you actually did, and you're like, wait, was I supposed to? Oops, kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm already sold.
Yeah, and it's a semi short RPG ish. It's roughly about give or take about 5-6 hours, maybe even 10 hours, 10 hour romp. Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, if you're good at RPGs, you'll definitely. But there are some parts in the thing that are gonna be like, whoa. It's kind of like a bullet hell type of game too, because there's the mini games actually there's a lot of dodging, and a lot of dodging, and just knowing about patterns. Yeah, hey, that's right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
That seems like doing this show is I find out about new games.
Yes. Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah.
They're
Exactly. Yeah. Especially Killer's Dead when I first mentioned it.
which is games.
There's another game.
Okay. No. You yeah. You got.
I was gonna mention another weird FMV game that came out on the Sega CD, and that game is called Superstar.
Oh yes, dog meat. Yeah. Yes.
That was so hilarious.
Yes.
Oh man.
Great game.
Hysterical.
It's.
He had to kill few rats.
Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't understand the concept of the game at first because I forgot that you literally had to change the controls from shooting to navigation. Now, I didn't know that at first because when I played the game for the Sega CD a long time ago, I was like, "What? I lost? I didn't turn? What the heck? What did I miss?" Turns out that you had to press a button to change from shooting to navigation back to shooting. Yeah, all the time just to change the way that you move it. And every single time you see an arrow pointing up and stuff like that, or to the left, or to the right, you have to be sure that you actually hit those left, rights, and ups and downs and stuff like that. And on top of that, while you're shooting these little sewer rats and trying to take them out, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
And if you actually make a wrong turn, you'll actually hit a roadblock and explode and stuff like that. So it's awesome. I actually like the game. And the voice that
Weird concept, but
very weird, very weird, funky concept.
Yeah. Weird concept going from like one category to another.
Yeah.
Food now to FMVs.
Yeah, listen, the F&B market was so cool back then, and and on top of that, if you think about it, with Mortal Kombat, being one of the forefronts, it kind of trickled down from there because you mean, you had the FMV, and then you had the FMV fighters like Pit Fighter with the motion capture characters and. It's yeah. NBA Jam, yeah. Oh gosh, yes, absolutely. And that's the reason why certain games like that it's hard to bring those games back because some of the actors may have actually said, oh, I don't want my likeness to be sold anymore or whatever it is, and you can't replicate or change anything because you can't change the acting, whatever. You can't change the FMV. You're gonna reenact the whole entire scene again? No, that ain't gonna happen. So that's the reason why most of the games just won't come back. And to be honest with you, it's sad. I mean, I find it very frustrating because you can't be able to experience these wonderful games unless you actually have the original console it was made off of. But okay.
I was gonna say, should we mention about the honorable FMV game?
Oh, do you mean the dishonorable mention? Yes. Oh, absolutely. We have to mention this game, and I believe the Angie.
Plus, they released this recently as well.
That's right. It came out from limited games. That's a limited games that's released it in 2024. And also they did add a dungeon crawling of part to it as well, which is kind of funky. Which is silly. Yeah, indeed. And this game is called Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. Whoa! Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh my god. I didn't get a chance to play this game when it came out on the video. I did not. I mean, I saw it on the shelves. I saw it on the shelves, and I've heard about it, and I was laughing about it too. I was like, "What the heck is this?" Because I was at GameStop. This is actually before GameStop became the GameStop that it is today. This is a GameStop that actually was for software, etc. All right.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the GameStop that has the purple light?
Yes. Yes. You remember? Yes. That's right. Yes. Yes, you remember, Johnny. That's right. The good old Galleria Mall, baby. Old school. Woo, this was my playground, baby. This is where all my gaming purchases and all that stuff was at. Software, etc. GameStop. Holy cow! This is when gaming was actually at its peak because we had the 3DO, we had the TurboGrafx 16, we had the Super Nintendo, we had the Sega Genesis, NES and Master System games were slowly kind of transitioning out the door right now at that point. Holy cow! This is gaming at its peak. And this is actually around the time when the Sega CD was just kind of getting into the market, and 3DO was just kind of been mentioned. That beast of a console was expensive, by the way. Along the lines of the Neo Geo. The Neo Geo was an expensive console, but the 3DO was just up there. So I would say a close second. But the games were not $100, $100, $300, $400 either. No. But getting back to Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. Um, okay, I would say this game is more like false advertising at its finest. It was supposed to be a full motion video type of game of some sort, with questions and stuff like that. But it was static. It was a static screen with these weird blocks as answers, something like that. It's almost like a weird what do you call it? Like not an Amiga, but what was it? The MS DOS? Like MS DOS ones, thing with the little squares. Yep. What you have to choose. Yeah. Yes, that's it. That's pretty much the concept of it. And there was very, very little FMV. I think there was one in the beginning and one in the end. And then I think
It
depends on what you choose, right? So you actually
choose the right path. If you didn't choose the right path, then you have to start all over.
Yep. And what's even worse is that and all the choices and everything are pretty much words until you actually get the right ending. So yeah, it's no, it's I don't even I can't even call.
This game was kind of blowing my mind. Like, what is it?
Yeah, dude, I don't even.
It looks like I don't saw the text I sent you guys on the WhatsApp. It's like one of those softcore movies that you would watch like late night on Showtime or Cinemax.
Yeah, that's the part of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. It was like a comedy, sexy comedy film, but had like bad acting in it, and some of these people that they're acting was just horrendous. And I remember when I was looking at an EGM magazine, they had a code where you could take off the sensor bar of the chick that was in the shower and the guy that was in the shower.
You're a dirty birdie.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you know this stuff?
I remember seeing it in an EGM magazine. That's when I first heard about this game. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. Like, I was like, what is this game? And then I saw the code. They had a code for it to take off the sensor bar.
Oh boy.
I mean, I never saw the game.
Those pervs at EGM put it
in. Listen. Hey, you know what? I have nothing against it. Well, you know what? But back in those days, the thing, they considered us nerds. What we're the ones who were not getting any, so to speak. And and of course, these games and everything were pretty much the only thing that we could be able to kind of, get our jellies off. I mean, and trust me, listen, I've been there. I've been there. Listen, who has not gotten off in a thing by watching Chun Li? Okay, so I mean, come on. You know, yeah, why should we know it? I mean, come on, this is just one of those things, you know.
You can get this for $20 on Xbox.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, the OG Xbox for the OG Xbox, right? Mm-hmm.
I'm checking out these. No, you can get on your off the game. Not Game Pass, Xbox store right now.
What, plumbers don't wear ties? Really?
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm looking at the reviews.
Holy crap! Let me see if I can.
People see it like Comedy White Shows, but a video game. Yes. And the name, that's what social viewers say.
I would, think I'd rather play Leisure Suit Larry. Leisure Suit Larry and everything had more gameplay than this game.
I don't care what people say. That game was hysterical. But you know what the problem was? Like going back to what you were saying, Forrest, about like how people like stereotyped it on like players at the time.
Yeah.
Is because when people find out that you play video games during those times, they consider you like a loser or something. And that was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Because there were some people that secretly had they didn't want to stay at school, saying that they played these games because they wanted to keep it to themselves because they didn't want nobody else in school thinking that. And during that time, I look back at that and I say fuck you.
Yeah. Listen.
Look at me now. Okay?
Yeah. Well, look, I told people back then, and this is the truth. When this is back in fourth grade, okay, fourth grade, when we actually had the Nintendo Entertainment, what's it called? The Nintendo Power Magazine? No, not Nintendo Power Magazine. It was called the official Nintendo Power Magazine. That's what it was called. You got with the NES console, you actually got this thick book that came in there that had like all these secrets and stuff like that, and everybody gets it. Is that your thick book, and at the back of the book you got Contra and all the games that are supposed to be coming out in the future. Anyway, we actually, like tiny little group, me and a couple other kids, and I think we were sitting right there talking about that, and I said verbatim, video games will take over the world. I said that then. This is back in fourth grade. I said video games will take over the world. No one believed me. People thought the video games are going to be phased. It's going to be phased out. This is going to be like a drop, a fizzle, a spark that's going to lose its flame. Look at us now. Look at us now. Video games influencing the industry right now. Video games have literally taken over. Took this tiny little. Yes, absolutely. And now actors, artists, musicians, okay? Everybody's taking notice. And people didn't believe me then, but now they believe me. All these weird, obscure games and everything, maybe were weird and obscure then, right? But now people are seeking them out. And that is the reason why video games are so awesome. Because nostalgia is still, the games are still there. And that's the thing. All these games that we played, there are publishers and devs out there right now going after old IP, dormant IP that does not exist anymore. But they're buying them up and finding them and stuff like that. Valve has so many IP right now. Did you know that Team, what's it called? There's a game called Team Team something or other. That's still going on today. It's actually available And on the Half-Life disc, you can actually get on the Xbox right now. It's called Team something, Team Fortress 2.
Okay, yeah.
That game right there is still live now. You can still play that game now. There's still thousands of players playing that now.
Oh, of course.
And people like, oh, this is gonna no.
That's bad for a game that's almost 20 years old.
20 years old and people still play it. It's ridiculous. And yes, Counter-Strike, another one. People still playing it. Why do you think Call of Duty is still like relevant nowadays? People have been playing Call of Duty, holy cow. Since its inception, since they actually had online multiplayer, people are still playing Call of Duty. People didn't buy the games for the story. I mean, yeah, granted, some of the story is actually pretty decent and it's short. Yeah. So yeah, some of them actually were good, some of them were duds. But what do people usually get it for? Multiplayer. And that's and competition, exactly. You know? I mean, and you know, and this is the reason why, you know, we as players right now have this large library of back catalog games from way back. We still to this very day are looking for them games, talking about them, and we're hearing about them. People mention them. People actually hint at them. People even reference them. They say, "Hey, this game reminds me of X, Y, and Z." And believe it or not, a lot of these developers right now are getting influences from those same games. And that is the reason why I to this very day, keep on telling people, I say, listen, you know what? It may be weird, it may be funky, it may be something that you probably will not play. But the game probably influenced the games that you are playing now. And that is the truth. Which is the reason why weird and obscure games and everything should be still relevant, should be still played, and also should should be coming back to the forefront, because these right now are considered classics or cult classics, or better yet, they are games that actually deserve to be in a gaming museum, of some sort, so you could be able to try them and play them. And believe it or not, there's actually one in London. Am I mistaken? I think they built one in London. There's like a gaming museum that you can actually walk in and literally play all these games in its original form on these walls. You go through the whole entire museum, and you can walk in there and you can actually literally interact and play these games on the wall. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was called, but I'll probably bring it up in another episode because we are starting to run out of time. But let's do some other games that are relevant today. Let's talk about games like High on Life. That is a weird, funky, talking weapons, bro. I mean, and of course, we're talking about the from the crazy minds of what do you call it? Rick and Morty. They're the same crazy people who actually created that show are the masterminds behind this game, and it's so good. And they're actually bringing out a sequel, so you're gonna have some fun with that. Trust me. Oh my gosh, yes. Absolutely. And then, of course, I cannot leave this stage without talking about a game that everyone should be playing right now. And that game right now, yes, is what do you call it? You want to do the honors, Tony?
Is it the same one I'm thinking of?
Yes. Say it.
I'm very interested in this one. Pizza Tower.
Pizza Tower?
That's what I'm interested in. That game was fun, dude.
It's retro. It's retro fun platforming madness. Let's just put it to that way. It's no, it is. It's just
I want to
crazy.
check it out, man. I'm digging the artwork.
It's one of those crazy crazy 2D platformer type of games that are just wild and frantic, but it's still awesome. Uh, what's another I wanted to throw out there, and it's sad that not a lot of people are still are not talking about this game enough, and people are looking for a sequel also. Um, let's talk about that game. Let's see. Let's see if you can figure it out for me. Oh, what is that game? I actually had it on the back of my mind. The thing. Do you have any other games that come to mind before I actually?
I mean, I could talk about the other games made by Grasshopper.
Oh yeah, please, absolutely.
Yeah, the Grasshopper. That matter of fact, there's Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yes. Oh yes. Lollipop Chainsaw. Listen, I am so glad that they re-released the game without censoring it. They actually brought it in all of its glory, in high definition graphics and everything. They actually touched up the game without taking out anything. Mwah, chef's kiss. The game is so fun and funky. You know, listen, a girl with a freaking chainsaw with a talking head that was her ex-boyfriend. Listen.
Yeah, she has the head of her ex-boyfriend like hang on right to her.
Yep. And his banter's hilarious. But you know, and also the boss. Listen, if you fight an Elvis, yes,
Written by James Gunn.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that's right. Oh my god.
Before we get Guardians of the Galaxy, okay? If you know, I don't know if you know about James Gunn's history, but
I should not have slept on this game.
okay, one of the films that he wrote was for Troma Film. It was called Romeo and Juliet.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did Romeo and Juliet. That was the film, Troma Film.
Okay.
And what's funny, like this is like before you got about like I wrote down when I first played on the Xbox 360. I said that this game is ridiculous, silly, but fun. And I said that's the writing from James Gunn himself. And James Gunn actually liked it by tweet.
Wow.
This is back when the game was out on the Xbox 360 at the time. This is before he hit it big. You know, before he did Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, before he did Peacemaker, before he did the Suicide Squad, before he did Superman. You know?
See that's the reason why I tell people that, you know, don't sleep on, you know, some of these artists, some of these developers. As a matter of fact, no, some of these directors, you know, they used to get used to the game just like you and me. Mm-hmm. And they influenced a lot of stuff, right? They got the influence from a lot of games that we played. And so the so-called nerds that you called us back in the days, the so-called nerds, we are watching some of the movies that you're watching now. Hey, you know, so I hate to break this to you, but you know, gaming is life, man. Gaming is everywhere. It is. It's influencing everything. It's in everything. It's in your Cheerios. It's in your clothing. You know, it's in your movies. It's in your music. You know, it's in your hair. You know, absolutely. You know, shampoo, shampoo, condition, and repeat. Why don't you? That's exactly what it is. And if you don't realize that, you will, you'll never know until you play. and trust me, when I see you online and saying look me up and I'm saying I'm actually under HUD Zero, I'm available all the time. Go ahead and hit me up. I'll play with you. And if you want to get destroyed, a couple of games, that's a one-on-one. Why not? Come on out. The water's fine. you know. But any other final thoughts before we actually break out of here? We got about another 5 minutes to kill.
Okay. Yeah, this one just flew by.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah, but you see the thing is,
Get more fun.
absolutely. Now we can just shoot the stuff in the thing for a little bit about. We could talk about some games that we wished actually would come back or get another sequel. Yeah, I'm looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing what Dorian has to say. Because Dorian, played Dorian and I used to go to his house and the thing. It was like early. It was late at night or early in the morning, whatever it's doing that thing. Like we used to stay over and stuff like that, playing games all freaking night long. Dreamcast, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, the PlayStation. My gosh, man, gaming was the thing. It really, really was. And I just,
I did it well into the 20s.
yeah. Oh, here's a
You want to know what's crazy? Now in high school, if you look at the high schools they have right now, they have they have like game clubs right now. They have like games like playing after school game activities.
Yeah, we didn't have that, man.
No, I wish they did. When I was younger.
If you're younger in school, just embrace that. It's fun, dude.
Exactly, but let me tell you something. Back then, I did wish we had something like that in our high school. Like, let's just say, for example, like they had like a competition for funny games, like for high school. People compete against people in Street Fighter. Like I'll compete against like the Austin High School or the White Plains High School in Street Fighter. You know how cool that would have been if we had something like that in the late '90s.
Oh, I know it would have been awesome having rival schools.
And then we could like compete with each other and teams, and then we go up against them and the other schools. You know how awesome that would have been if we had something like that. Oh man.
Listen, you ever watch this show? It came out on Netflix for like a small period of time. It was like a whole entire series. Video Game High School. Video Game High School was actually yes, yeah. Video Game High School was actually available on Netflix for a short period of time. I think you can probably find it on YouTube, but I think they had the whole entire series. But it was a story about a young kid. This is actually probably like in the far future. Where video games or video game tournaments were relevant, especially when it comes to schools and rival schools and all that stuff from all over the world. But there's one kid and everything who actually was living at home and stuff like that. He was really really good, but he was actually on his private servers. And then of course, when he actually beat one of the top players in the world, he actually got invited by a recruiter, invited him to go to video game high school where they actually have all the top video game players in the world in all their different genres, actually play games, study, and all that stuff. You have same curriculum and all that stuff, but you also play video games and enter tournaments and stuff like that, and you represent your school. Can you imagine them actually having something like that in like days like today? I'm pretty sure they could, like night now, they could actually do something like that. They really can.
Well, I'm pretty sure they have like an esports club in schools right now. I've been seeing that a lot. That's happening a lot of high schools. I see all these high schools. They have these games clubs. They have esports point. That would be cool because that way you get people like you get people to do all other stuff and keep kids off the streets. Even then, what would have been nice is that there's also kids out there that can't afford all houses out there right now because it's so expensive. You know what they could do? They could just stay after school and just play games against each other. They want to join this, and then they say, hey, if you think you're good enough, you join our team, and then you can compete against other schools.
Absolutely. I agree. Dorian, as you just mentioned, because he said that his house was the fighting game hub. So true. So true. I mean, Dorian and Mark, holy cow. Mortal Kombat. Yes. Yes. Yep. Street Fighter, freaking Mortal Kombat, Tekken, you name it. Even Tobal. Here's a game. Here's a throwback for you. Tobal #1. Oh God, Tobal was actually one of the most obscure fighters that you will ever think of. Made by Square Enix. It was like a 3D fighter-ish type of game. Had no combo meters. Had nothing like that. It was just pure fighting. But it was the combo system was weird. But the combos were different. It was so good, and even the music was actually pretty damn decent. That's a game. That's
another fighting game like that.
Rival. He mentioned rival schools as well. Oh, and he also mentioned that you were Johnny. You were the first person to actually beat him in Street Fighter.
He should remember that there was a time. Okay. Yeah, he should remember that I was the first one in town that had the Japanese version of Marvel's Capcom 2 for the Dreamcast. Everybody wanted to come to my house during that time.
Oh yes, that's true. That's right.
Everybody wanted to buy that game because the American version wasn't coming out until like a few months later. Because it came out, I think it was around March of 2000. And I remember that one night when my parents left for the weekend. I think I mentioned the story already. My parents were gone for the weekend that day. And I had everybody came to my house on Saturday night and we were just playing Marvel's Capcom 2 all night. And it was wild.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And
especially I had all the characters already unlocked.
there you go. Yeah, I was just about to mention that. You actually unlock all the characters on because the Japanese version. The Japanese version was weird. You had to get the characters downloaded to your VMU to actually unlock the characters because because.
And this is what happened. This is how I was able to get the guys over at Game World. Game World over in the Florida Road. They said they already had it downloaded. So they did the honor for me and they copied the same file and they transferred it over. They copied and transferred it to my VMU. So that's how I was able to get them all.
Oh, I know you traded that VMU like freaking like gold because if you actually lost that freaking. Oh, so ball #1 is Akira Toriyama. Oh yes, that's right. Akira Toriyama. Yes, I forgot all about that. Holy cow! That you know what? I didn't even think about that. My gosh, what an amazing game! You know, Blue Dragon games like that, games like Blue Dragon, fantastic. And Chrono Trigger, yes. Holy cow, that was like
Dragon Quest. He did Dragon Quest.
And Dragon Quest, that's right. His artwork is so distinctive. You can see it from his signature style is ridiculous. Absolutely, God bless his soul. I mean, he's what an amazing artist.
Recent too.
Yeah, what an amazing artist. Yeah, all the great artists right now are like passing away. Great artists and musicians and what have you. And they're young, but they're so young too. We're talking about like in their 40s, 50s. That's ridiculous. I've never seen people like going so quickly. If you think of people leaving like 70s and 80s, that's fine. 40s?
That's why I'm very grateful that wasn't there.
Yes.
So I'm very honest. And plus, don't forget, he's also blind in one eye too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Mm.
He was really blind because all this time he's like squinching because he wants to make sure that part is top notch before he sent it to his boss that's so and so for get the manga out there.
Wow.
This was like during the 80s.
Wow.
I mean, not the late 80s, early 80s. Early 80s.
Holy cow! See, that's what I'm saying. When people see this is another thing that that tell the industry, gaming industry. I hope you listen. I really well. Hopefully, when this show actually becomes big and everything, you go back to this episode and everything, and I've actually talked directly to you. As a matter of fact, I'm talking to all of you, artists, gaming artists, the ones that pour their heart into these wonderful art forms that we call video games. They're the ones that actually breathe life into all these amazing games that us players actually get to play. And I'm hoping against hope that you treat each and every artist and designer and stage creator and and voice actor and what have you, treat them all with the most utmost respect and give them the love that they actually deserve and let them be the artists that they are. Yes, I understand. I get it. Stuff like that, helpful tool. It's great and stuff like that. But don't take away the soul that is what they do. It's so imperative. I love the art form. I love the games. I love everything about it. I love the fun. I love to keep the games fun. And you know what? Games can stay fun. As long as you let them do what they do. Let the artists be artists. Let the musicians play the music. Let the gamers, be the games. Let's go. That's all I have to say about that one. But we got any final words before we get out of here?
I think that's pretty much what I have to say about all the weird games that I mentioned. I can't think of all the other ones, but Grasshopper, they always have a lot of weird games.
Absolutely.
The other games coming out.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that about not Kira the for the trauma games Jason what's it? Yes, James Gunn. Yeah. See that was a very interesting fact that I had no idea about, and I actually learned something today, which is great. So it's always a learning experience here. We always like to give you new and exciting information all the time. That's what we do. But here's one honorable before we go. There's one honorable mention thing I had to throw out there, and I appreciate the wonderful team over there that actually created this game. Hi-Fi Rush. What an amazing game! It's a game. Hi-Fi Rush deserves as much praise as it needs. It's actually a game that actually deserves all the praise that it needs. Tango GameWorks is an amazing studio. I'm glad that they actually decided to go become indie again. I'm hoping to see what their new games are coming out, but I pray that they actually go back to Hi-Fi Rush, maybe create a sequel. I don't know what, because I mean it deserves one. I think it should be able to get a sequel, but if you can bring games like this, more games like this, I listen.
Great characters by Rush.
Yeah, the music was great. I mean, not just the licensed music, but even the unlicensed music was actually fantastic.
Yes.
So,
Now here's the thing, though. I don't want to spend too much time on this game. You consider Okami a weird game?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Why didn't I mention that game? Okami. Yes. The sequel's coming out soon. Yes.
Yeah, and there's Okami on the DS. Well, it's a side story of that's another good game.
Oh my gosh. Yes. What an amazing game. Oh, especially for the Wii. The controller to be able to paint your objectives and stuff like that, to be able to paint the object that you actually need.
Yeah, I'm
My gosh.
I can't wait to replay those. Yeah.
Oh, so, but anyways, we are done with this wonderful show. We have to get out of here. We have to go back to our lives, go back to this crazy, cruel world that we actually have called reality. But of course, our games are our savior. Our games are the ones that we fall back on. It is our cushion. It is our lifeblood. It is our soul. It is our lives. It is something that actually regains, brings me back to sanity. So I want to say thank you all for all who are watching. We actually appreciate you. Once again, we are almost at 100 subscribers. We are so thankful for all those who subscribe to us. Um, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, please share our videos. So you never know, you might have somebody out there that actually are interested in what we have to say. And you know what? We are not stopping. We got more. We got more in our chamber. We have unlimited bullets here. Okay? We got the cheat code. Okay? Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. We are there. Okay? So, my gosh. Um, my name is Torrance Hudson, also known as HUD Zero, and of course, I want to give you my big virtual hug and tell you guys to keep on gaming. And what do you guys want to do your outros? Go on ahead.
I learned about a lot of new games we got on subscribe. So chat, please let me know if you got any ones. Going summer reference school. Let me know what games you like to play that you find off this list. And give me some good reviews, man, because I'm always looking for something to play. So play on players.
I just want to say thanks to everyone that tuned into our show today. And, any games that we mentioned, let me know if you never heard these games, you plan on playing them. If you do play them, give us your feedback on the game. I would love to hear it. But don't forget, players, the important thing about gaming is fun. Thanks for tuning in as always.
And that's a wrap for us. So, like I said, keep on gaming, keep on playing, keep on leveling up, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of Gaming Treble. Have a good night, folks.
Good night, friends.